one. Yeah, you can see the fabric that is just getting torn apart here. Hi everyone. I do not have my mic on for this. Not because it's dead, just because I just don't want to today. But hi. Welcome to the video I've been trying to film for the last month. So a couple of months ago now, I did a video where I was actually cutting up these t-shirts. I made a pair of shorts and I wanted to test out and see what all of you thought of me DIYing and doing more content around clothing. And boy, did you guys like that video. So thank you so much if you saw it. It's a better angle. So yeah, thank you so much if you saw that video. It was a bit of a new territory for me, so I didn't know how it was gonna go, but you all really loved it. And I mentioned that I got a new pair of jeans, which are these black pair, and that I really wanted to embroider them because in that video, the pair of jeans that I turned into shorts were my favorite pair of jeans that had flowers embroidered all over them, and I loved them, but they ripped in a way that I couldn't just sew and repair, but thankfully low enough that I could turn them into shorts, so I can still get some more use out of them. But I had been missing my fun embroidered jeans, and so I had asked in that video if you guys wanted to see me embroider these ones, because I had a little bit of an idea of what I wanted to do, and you guys said yes. A lot has gone on personally in my life, hence why this video has taken me so long. I've done plenty of videos talking about it, so I'm not going to harp on it in this one. During those periods, I had been thinking about exactly what I wanted to do with these jeans, and I have had quite a few inspo photos. I'll pop some up on the screen of what I kind of wanted. And the thing I knew I wanted to do was some sort of star theme. Like, I like the idea of having some embroidered stars all over the pants. I am still thinking about that, like covering everything in stars, but there's one specific photo, this one I'll put up on the screen, that has just like the pockets of the jeans with constellations, and I loved that. So that's what we're gonna do, especially because this video has taken so much longer. I was considering doing, I'm gonna put the embroidery hoop on the back pocket here, so we all know what's going on. Hold on. What was it saying? I think I was talking about, yeah, I wanted to do the whole pants as constellations or like big like cartoon stars all over it, but honestly, I think that's just a little much for me right now. So I'm gonna stick with the pockets. We can always add more later, but for now, I think this will be fun. So I have some white embroidery thread that I'm gonna use, and I'm just sort of gonna freehand it. I feel like that might be a little stressful for some people. One of my favorite things with doing any sort of crafts like this is to go in to it with like just a couple of inspo photos and a dream. Because when I overthink things and I try and plan things too much, it ends up with me less likely to do it. I have my threader here. I have not embroidered in a while. Hold on. I'm a little rusty. I keep losing my train of thought. Hold on, let me get the floss on the needle. There we go. We are threaded. So yeah, I do not have a pattern for this. I do have obviously the idea of kind of what I want, but I'm sort of just gonna freehand it because if I think too much about it, I am far less likely to actually do it. Gonna knot the end here. It also feels a little bit more like what I used to do as a kid, which is I never walked into anything with any sort of plan. I just sort of had an idea and that's what I attempted. However it turned out is how it turned out, you know? I never really tried to think about it too much. So we're trying to get back to that. I've already messed up. Oh no, there's a loop. I don't want a loop. How do I get rid of the loop? So yeah, I'm basically just gonna freehand the constellations and see how they sort of turn out. Unfortunately, I do not have a second camera yet though, so I can't show off too much of what I'm doing right now, which kind of sucks. Because I'd love to show you guys. Thankfully, I did remember to get the inspo photos. Actually, you know what? With the way that it's frayed, it actually kind of looks like a shooting star. So I'm just gonna leave it. Okay, let's see if I can get this one to cooperate the way that I want. Or is this also gonna make a loop? Nope. Yes. It makes the little circle, so it looks more like an actual star. Let's head down this way. So I'm gonna start by just making like one bigger constellation for like this majority of the pocket, and then I'm gonna add the little stars around after. By the way I'm making like the circle star shape is I'm having the needle go through, then I wrap the thread twice around the needle and shove it back in. A lot of stabbing today, so they're stabby. So yeah, I stab it back in so then it makes the little circle. Let's head this way. These jeans, by the way, are from Costco. They're like a really stretchy jean. They're very comfortable. I'm also making sure that I don't accidentally stab through all the way through the pants and I'm just stabbing through the pocket because that would be bad. Also, doing this without a pattern kind of forces me to not be perfect, because that's something I also miss with art. Having done it, you know, in a more professional setting in high school with my digital graphics class, and when I was able to take dance really seriously when I was a kid, is there was always this like expectation to be perfect and that you constantly had to be improving and doing better, and that although that was definitely what I was doing and working towards, anytime I made a mistake it was seen as me falling backwards, where in reality it was just a simple mistake. My bangs look weird. But yeah, anytime I like made a mistake, it was seen as like, I don't know, it felt like the end of the world, which is very dramatic. But I was also a very dramatic kid, so that kind of tracks. Okay, I'm gonna do one more and then we can move on to a second constellation. So yeah, doing projects like this without too much of a before plan, definitely a little stressful because of that, but I know that it's good for me to just kind of go for it, because once I'm in it, like right now, I'm far less stressed. Before I turned that camera on, I was overthinking everything. Be like, is this really what I want to do? Is this really what I want to try? But now that I'm in it, I'm like, this is fun. I'm just having fun. So this is the first one. I think I'm gonna do another one down here by the bottom of the hoop, and then we'll go from there. It's also nice to do this because because when you have a pattern and it doesn't go well, that's also very stressful, because it feels, again, it's like that feeling of, what did I do wrong? But when you didn't, all I had to think about was, you know, where do I want the next stitch to be? Where do I want this to go? I'm not here like overly stressed about making sure that it looks specific. I just have to make one decision at a time. Oh no, it happened. I stabbed too far through the pants. I fixed it though, don't worry. No one with a stab too far again. I'm very excited about getting a second camera. I'm pretty close to the one that I want to get in terms of like money and stuff. And also picking. I want a smaller camera that I can more easily take around with me, but also one that obviously looks good on. I was about to say looks good on camera, but I meant has a good quality. I don't know why I said it like that, but oh well. I think I want to do a square. So yeah, I've been looking at a few. I've seen like the Instax Go 360. That one's just really cute. And I know a lot of people like, oh, what's the brand called? The one that has the gimbal attached to it, like permanently. What's that one? Is it DJI? Is that the camera? I can't remember. Yeah, those are the two that I've kind of, it's coming down to basically. Because I like the way that they both look. They're both smaller, so they'll be easily portable. I think I'm gonna go with the Instax, because I've seen people's reviews, and it's the reviews that like show like the camera quality, and I just like that look of theirs better for quality, so I think that might be the one I go with. So that's the second one done. Let me actually hold them up correct way. There we go. We now have this little blank section. I'll do like something small and then we'll just go around. I'm not gonna do a constellation. I think I'm just gonna do like a star. It's like a plus sign with an X around it. I'll show you in a second. I'm running out of floss. I'm gonna have to get some more. See little stars like this that are more like sparkles. I think I'm gonna do a couple of those. Oh no! I did the thing that I said I didn't want to do. I accidentally stabbed through the pants and didn't notice. No wonder things have been getting caught. Let me tie off this thread and see what I can do. I accidentally took it out of the needle. I have a threader. What am I doing? One thing I've been getting a lot on, like on TikTok, has been sewing videos of like people either like upcycling old sweatshirts that they have, turning blankets into like a sweat set. Quilting has also been popping up a lot, which looks really fun. So I'm also very tempted to like do a video like that as well, because I haven't actually like sewed anything. I've been like embroidering and stuff, but I haven't like actually been able to sew anything for a while. So it'd be fun to try again. We have knotted off. I'm gonna take the hoop out and see what I can do about the pocket that I messed up. Yeah, I was worried about that. Because of the way the floss is, the hoop is now stuck. I'm gonna have to cut it. That sucks. What ends up coming loose? Not much. I'm literally just gonna knot these two pieces of floss together. Double knot it to keep it as secure as I can. Crisis averted. Let me see if I can show you a little bit closer. Obviously, I'm gonna be adding more. I just needed 1 more floss and 2 to fix that. So, but even that little bit, I don't know where we are in the video, but for my recording time, I'm already at 23 minutes. Even just doing something small like that takes a long time. I'm also going to take this opportunity to move the hoop down more to try and get some more done a little lower. You know what I failed to consider? So these jeans aren't like a jean material. They're very stretchy. I forgot that embroidering things on stretchy pants doesn't quite work super well. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up. If you look here where this like edge is, well, first of all, there was a star there. It's gone now. But there's like a seam that's already like stretched, like it's gonna rip, and I can feel it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to embroider this. That sucks. I think I have to take out all this embroidery because I just don't think, I don't think the camera's picking it up, but it's already like tearing at the pockets and stuff, and all I've done is like stretch it. It's like, what are they made of? Tag will tell me. It says 50% viscose, 25% cotton, 23% polyester, 2% elastin. Or elastic, whatever that says. So this is clearly, I haven't embroidered in a while. You need like a stiff fabric to actually embroider things on for it to stay, because it's already getting warped and stuff. Like the stitches are already looser than they need to be. That's okay. It was simply an attempt, but fail. Because that happens. I still got to talk with all of you guys, so it's not like a total loss. However, speaking of not a total loss, I did have a second idea, was that I still have the old jean material from the flower embroidered jeans. I was thinking that it would be really fun, because I've seen like the jeans that are really popular right now that have, how do you describe it? It's like, I have some pictures from inspiration when I was initially looking. I'll put those up too. Of like, it's the normal jean, but then there's like a darker jean that's in like the shape of a star that's like stitched on top of it. And I really like those. And I've also seen some where there's like paintings where someone like painted a star on the jean. I've seen them be like strawberries, things like that. I think maybe that will be our next attempt here. Because I think we might sit down and think about painting. Because I saw one where the pockets had like a star. It kind of looked like the Powerpuff Girl logo. Or it was like a bunch of different... Oh my god, I'm tearing these jeans up. This was a very bad idea. Don't embroider stretchy jeans, everyone. It's not worth it. So yeah, I think next time we should paint the jeans. Which is equally as fun. I think that one might be our next one. Yeah, you can see the fabric that is just getting torn apart here. That's it. Jeans are back to normal. We may have failed, but that's part of crafting and doing this. Sometimes you fail. And yes, I am still going to make this a video because I feel like this is a very good example of things that happen. Sometimes things fail, and that's okay. I'm going to do a little bit more research, and hopefully I can come back with a part 2 where we can actually design and make some custom jeans. So subscribe for that, or hopefully we will be more successful. Thank you all so much for watching and listening to me chat. If you were making something along the way with me, I hope it went well, or at least better than mine. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. On screen now are my social media handles if you'd like to see more day-to-day things that I get up to. And with that, I will see you next week for... Not next week. I will see you in 2 weeks. I'm still not used to that. I will see you in 2 weeks for a brand new video.